Hey beauty addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of my makeup and brushes of the day video. I do have a makeup tutorial of this look, which I will have listed down in the description box. It's actually a day to night makeup tutorial, so you'll see the day look and then you'll see this look, which is the nighttime look. So if you're interested in that, I will have that link down below. It includes both the makeup, hair, and fashion. And if you guys are not familiar with this series, my makeup and brushes of the day video goes over the makeup that I'm wearing and also goes over the brushes and other tools that I use to create the makeup look that I am wearing today. So what I do is do little mini reviews of each of those products. So let's jump on into it. The first product that I used was the Pixi by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist. This is my favorite mist of all time for a setting spray. It just smells so good, and that's kind of like my number one thing that I go for with a setting spray is how good it smells, how refreshing it is, which this is super duper refreshing. So I use this before I put on my makeup and then after I put on my makeup. However, if I'm wearing lashes, I put this on right before I put on lashes and then I don't put this on again after I put on lashes. Just because with setting sprays, I don't want to put it on after I put on lashes because I'm afraid that the lashes will get loose and come off and be a big pain in the butt, which no one wants to deal with. But I really like this one in particular. It's a little pricey for the drugstore. Unfortunately, that's what you have to deal with Pixi, but it's completely worth it and you do get a lot of product. I think you get more milliliters or fluid ounces with this than you would with like an e.l.f. setting spray. But it is a little pricey, but it is completely worth it. I've already gone through one of these before and I definitely will be going through this again, and I'll probably get another one. And I also want to try other fixing mists or other mists from Pixi, as long as that they're vegan friendly. I know there's at least one other one that's vegan friendly that I want to try, but I would highly recommend this product. I think it did make my 2017 beauty favorites, and it's one of my holy grail products for sure. The next product that I went in with is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and I put this on my brow bone and on my eyelid as an eyeshadow base and also to cover up the veins on my brow bone. I talk about this all of the time. It's a holy grail product of mine. It's been mentioned in many videos. Pretty much every video I'm talking about this in some way or another, and made my 2017 beauty favorites. It's just probably my most used concealer of all time too, just because it's affordable. I have easy access to it at Target and other drugstores, and it works really well. So I would highly recommend getting this product. And then the tool that I use to put it on is a beauty blender, and this is the Essence Glam Beauty Sparkle Everyday Beauty Blender. Glam Beauty Blender or Beauty Sponge, whichever one she calls it. And I love that it has this flat part, but pretty much I use the brush that this comes with, the doe foot applicator, and I apply like a line on my brow bone and then like a line on my lid, and then I go in with the butt of this and just kind of tap it in, and then if I need to get into any corners, I use the flat part and then this tip right here to blend it in. I really like this Sparkle Everyday Beauty Sponge. It works really well. Like I said, I like the fact that it has like this flat part here so you can get in those hard to reach areas. It still has like a little tip here as well. I call this part the butt and I call this the face. So I go back and forth with using the butt and the face of it all of the time. I have the feeling that this is going to be possibly a 2018 favorite. I didn't start using it until the end of 2017, which is ridiculous, but I really, because I had it for so long, I had it all of 2017, I think. I think I got it at the end of 2016, but I wanted to do a demo first impressions of it, but I never got around to doing it. I kept procrastinating on the video, so therefore I kept not using this, and eventually I just started using it. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna use it, and now I really like it a lot. And I'm thinking I'm liking it better than my regular beauty blender, which is the Pro, the black one. But so far, so good on this. I definitely realize that I need to be using beauty blenders whenever I'm doing my foundation and concealer, because I can blend. The thing I like about this a lot is that I can blend in those products and not have to use my fingers after to finish blending in, because it does the job for me. And that's what I run into with regular makeup brushes, is that if I use a foundation brush, I brush it on, but then I still have to go in with my fingers and kind of touch it up. Oh, and just so you guys know, I'm going to walk through the day stuff, and then I'll let you know whenever I switch over to the night makeup stuff that I ended up using. But full details on how I switched everything up is in that day to night makeup tutorial look thing that I'll have listed down below. But the next product I went in with is ColourPop Flutes. This is a Super Shock shadow, and it is a matte eyeshadow. I believe it came out in their spring 2016 collection, but it's a really pretty shade. It's one of the more darker crease shades that you can use, and I used this in my crease and on my lower lash line, and I applied it with my Fluffy Deluxe W22 brush from SL Miss Glam Beauty. This is a more dense crease brush, which is great for ColourPop eyeshadows. If you're going to be using ColourPop eyeshadows and you don't want to use your finger, the best thing you can do is use a more dense eye brush. There are some fluffier brushes out there, and the fluffier the brush, the better it is for a powder, and the more dense the brush, the better it is for a cream. So I really like this one a lot. So all I did was swirl it into ColourPop Flutes and then go back and forth in my crease with it. So I really love ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. I talk about them all the time. I think their crease shades are a lot of fun just because they're great for on the go. Like, all of these are really good for on the go. So whenever I was doing my makeup on the go, I loved having a nice crease shade handy. And then whenever I'm doing fun makeup tutorials, I love having a really fun lid, which I'm going to get into in a second. But I really do like ColourPop Flutes, and I think it's a great shade. Definitely something to get if you can still get it. But either way, ColourPop Super Shock Shadows are the way to go. Highly recommend them. And then as far as this SL Miss Glam Beauty brush, I really like SL Miss Glam Beauty brushes in general. I think they're gorgeous, they're soft, they're high quality. And this one in particular I really like because it's dense enough to work with my ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. Then the next product I went in with is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Kathleen Lights, which this one is a pearlized finish, and it's absolutely stunning. So that's what I have on my lid today, and I applied it with my middle finger. I really like these shades to put on the lid because I love ColourPop cream eyeshadows because they're so stark and in your face. You don't have to worry about the color fading because it's a cream. So that's another reason why I think the Super Shock Shadows are amazing. I think with more loose, powdery type of eyeshadows, you are going to get less pigmentation or less likely to get pigmentation, but creams and foiled eyeshadows are really the way to go. And ColourPop like pearlized finishes, ultra metallic finishes are great to put on the lid because they really make your lid pop, and then they're just glittery and gorgeous and shimmery and just really intense and in your face. And I really like this one a lot from Kathleen Lights. This is the dupe for MAC Amber Lights, I believe, which this is obviously is the vegan and cruelty-free version, which is way better, and also it's more affordable. But this look I actually created today is more fall-esque, but now that I switched to the night look, this lipstick makes it a little bit more year-round or summery or whatever. But I really like how this paired with this whole entire look that I put together, both the day and the night. But this eyeshadow is definitely one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time from ColourPop. It is just absolutely stunning. So once again, I highly recommend Super Shock Shadows. My favorite way to apply anything on the lid is with my finger. In my crease, I also use my finger, but I also like that SL Miss Glam Beauty brush I talked to you guys about, the Fluffy Deluxe. Then for my eyeliner, I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Eyeliner. I love using the liquid eyeliner, especially when I'm putting like colors on the lid, like something from ColourPop that, you know, is a metallic, ultra metallic, anything that's foiled, pearlized, you know, that is a little bit more thicker of a formula or more flaky in the sense that there could be glitter in it, because it really lays nicely on top. If you're going to be using a gel or a pencil liner or even a marker liner, that's better to use whenever you're using more loose powdery type of eyeshadows, like from e.l.f. Cosmetics, like the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette. That type of eyeshadow is great for whenever you want to use gel or like a marker. But when you want to use if you use anything glittery or more heavy, it's great to go in with a liquid eyeliner because it sits right on top really nicely. The Wet n Wild Mega Liner in particular is one of my favorite eyeliners of all time and made my 2017 beauty favorites. It's a holy grail eyeliner of mine. Of all the cruelty-free and vegan eyeliners that I have tried so far, this one is by far my favorite, both from the brush standpoint and from the formula standpoint. And it's also really affordable, so I'd highly recommend getting this liquid eyeliner. It's really user-friendly too, like it makes it easy for me to do my wing. So I really like this one a lot. Next, I went in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, one of my holy grail products, definitely one of my favorite primers of all time, made my 2017 beauty favorites. Actually, I think it's my #1 favorite. This is a good dupe for the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, whatever that clear one is. I used to buy that all the time before I went cruelty-free and vegan, and even prior to going cruelty-free and vegan, I switched to this because I saw on Pinterest that it was a dupe for the Smashbox primer, and I was like, oh my god, why am I spending like 50 bucks on this high-end primer when I could be spending 6 bucks on this one? So much more affordable, nice. I like the packaging. The packaging is nice, and it's very convenient to pick up. It smooths out your skin, so it makes it so easy to apply foundation. Like the other day, I accidentally put on my foundation prior to putting this on, and my face was not smooth enough for it, and I just kind of like put what I had on, took it off with a makeup wipe, put this on, and then put my makeup back on. It was so much easier to swipe on my foundation after putting this on. So, and I have normal to dry skin, if that helps you guys out at all. But this just works for me. I just love it so much. Then I went in with foundation. I used the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Porcelain. And I keep saying this in so many videos that I'm going to be doing a review for you guys. But I'm pretty much ready to do the review. I'll like put it up. I'll film it on a day, like today I've been filming way too much, but on another day I'll do like a review on this product. But so far I pretty much like it a lot. It's not my favorite foundation of all time, but I do like it and I will be using it up. The best thing about it, I like the fact that it comes with a pump. The e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation one was nice, but it was a squeeze bottle. This one is a pump, which I really do like a lot, and it works. It's affordable. It's from e.l.f., so I would recommend trying it out. Again, I have normal to dry skin. And to blend it in, I use the SLMS Glam Beauty Sparkle Everyday Glam Beauty Sponge, and I just kind of put the foundation on the butt of the blender, and then I put it all around, and then I kind of blended it in with the butt, and then I went underneath with the face to smooth everything out and kind of use the face to get to all those hard to reach areas. Also use the butt of it to kind of go down into my neck. Really like this sponge a lot. The next thing that I went in with is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This made my 2017 beauty favorites. It's a holy grail blush of mine, pretty much the only holy grail blush of mine. I absolutely love this blush from month to month, year to year. It's never failed me. I really like it. It's good for the winter because it makes it look like your cheeks have been pinched by the cold, and then also great for the summer because it looks like you just got hit by the sun because you've been outside tanning or whatever. So it's really nice. It does have a little glitter in it, and it is luminous, but you don't see the glitter. Like, I see the luminosity, but I don't see the glitter. It's just a really nice color. I think it fits most skin tones. I won't say all, but it fits most. So the lighter your skin tone, the lighter of a hand you need. The darker the skin tone, the darker or the heavier of a hand that you need to apply it. But I just love this blush, and I cannot wait to try out more baked blushes from Milani, as long as they're vegan friendly. And to apply, I went in with the SLMS Glam Madison Miller M03 Tapered Blush Brush. I really like this brush for my blush because of it's tapered and it's like tiny and a little bit more dense, so you kind of just go in like this and just apply it, and it applies really nicely. So I haven't touched this one in a while, and I started using it today. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really nice. I really like this a lot because some of my blush brushes are a little bit bigger, but this one is a little bit more precise, which I really like since I have a smaller face, and it is a little bit tapered, but I think Madison did a good job in picking this one because I was like, man, I haven't used this in a while. I have a lot of brushes. I have a lot. So I've been dipping more into the ones I haven't used yet since I haven't washed my brushes yet. So only have a couple more to go. But I really do like this brush a lot. And just like I said, in general, SLMS Glam Beauty brushes are amazing because they're soft, they're high end, like they feel high end, they're high quality, and I just really like them a lot. Couldn't recommend them more. And I definitely want to get more from her in the future. Then to blend out the blush, I went in with the Sigma Small Duo Fiber F55 brush. This brush made my 2017 beauty favorites. And what I did was, after I applied the blush, I just went around and swirled the blush in with the Duo Fiber brush. This is kind of like a medium-sized Duo Fiber brush. It says small, but like e.l.f., they have a lot smaller of a small Duo Fiber brush, and then there's also ones that are much bigger. So this one I would actually say is more medium sized, but it's so perfect to get to fix up your blush. So that's what I used for that. And then the next product that I went in with is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in Translucent. So this is what I put underneath my eyes. I also put it underneath my cheeks, on my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and then the middle of my forehead to kind of highlight my face. And this is probably the lightest foundation powder that I have. So that is why whenever I want to do like a more highlighting face type of look, I pick this one, because all the other ones are either my exact skin tone or like a little bit darker. And this is like the lightest one I could find, so this is like perfect for highlighting. And then to apply it, I use this brush from Gemini Beauty. It's part of like their Gemini Beauty brush set, which I will link my video down below on this particular brush set, but this is one of the brushes from it. So what I did was I just put this into the powder and I placed it underneath. I was a little disappointed with this brush set because it was a lot smaller. The brushes are a lot smaller than I thought that they were going to be, but either way, they're super cute. And I've liked them all thus far. Like, I have no problems with the brushes. I don't have no problems with them shedding. And they are really pretty. I just think the biggest bummer is that they're a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be a traditional size handle, and they're more close to like a travel size handle.
but they are really pretty, so, you know. The next thing I went in with is the Anastasia Glow Kit in That Glow, and I went in with this shade Sunburst, and I went in with this shade Sunburst and put this on my cheekbones for the day look. So for the day look, I went in on my cheekbones. Later, for the night look, I added it to my nose and my Cupid's bow, and I used this Gemini Beauty brush from the Gemini Beauty brush set. This is probably my least favorite brush, so I used this to put onto my cheekbone. But the thing is, it's so thin. It's like too thin. So this is going to give you a really precise highlight. But because it was so thin, I kind of like went in with my finger and kind of blended it out just to make it sure it wasn't too straight of a line. So like SLM's Glam Beauty, she has big fluffy versions of this, but this one is like as paper thin as you could possibly get. So I'm a little disappointed with how thin the brush is. Maybe other people will like that, but for me, I like it to be a little bit fluffier. But so yeah, so I use that to put on my cheekbone, and then I use my middle finger to place what's it called? Sunburst on the tip of my nose, and then on my Cupid's bow, and then use another finger to kind of blend it out. And then I also, once I went to the night look, I used Sunburst and I put it on my brow bone. And when I put it on my brow bone, I put it on with the Sigma Blending E36 brush. So it's a tiny little blending brush, so it's perfect to get right underneath the brows to, you know, highlight the brows, but also to blend out the other eyeshadow that I put on. So it blends, and you could also use it to place. So I really like this one a lot. Alright, so the next product that I went in with is the ColourPop Precision Brow Color, I believe it's called, in Dope Taupe, which I cannot believe it took me so long to use. This is another one of those products where I had sitting in my collection for like a year, and then I finally opened it up, I think a month ago, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, this is amazing. And the funny thing is, with the Brow Color, in comparison to the pencil, I feel like this one's more cool toned. It's not as warm as the brow pencil. There's not as like much red in it as the brow pencil. Like, I don't even notice any red with this. Because when I put on the other one, I did not like it with my hair color, but I love it with my hair, this in particular with my hair color. And the formula is really great. It's like not too waxy, it's not too creamy. It goes on really easily, which I really like a lot, and it looks really nice after using it. And to apply it, funny enough, I've been using the SLM's Glam lip brush to apply it. I use lip brushes for everything in the world except for lip products. It's so funny. I love using this for like the inner corner of my eye and for my brow bone, but I've also been using this one from SLM's Glam Beauty for my brows. And the reason why this one in particular works for the brows is because it's smaller. There are other lip brushes out there that are bigger than this, but this one is one of the smaller lip brushes out there. So what it's really nice for is whenever you put it on, I put it on the flat part and then I fill it in, and then I turn it on its side and do the tail of the brow, and it works really, really great. You would never think to use it, but like I said, I've been pushing off cleaning my brushes, so I've been using all the clean brushes that I can, and this was clean, and I was like, I guess I can use this as a brow brush, and it worked out great. So I really like this a lot. I really like the ColourPop Gel or Brow Color. Both of these are great products. Love SLM's Glam Beauty, love ColourPop. Then the next product I went in with is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I absolutely love this clear brow gel from Anastasia. There is a more affordable brow gel out there from e.l.f. Cosmetics, but I do prefer this one a little bit more. I like the brush a little bit more. I like the formula a little bit more, but not that much more that I'm going to purchase this over the e.l.f. one. This would be, I would repurchase again for a special occasion, and then I would use the e.l.f. one more on a regular basis, just because if you use this every time you do your makeup, you're going to go through it like at least once a month. You have to go through one tube a month, and that's really expensive for $18 a month. So this is like my special brow gel, but this is the only brow gel I have at the moment, so every time I do my brows, I'm using this. So I really need to get an e.l.f. brow gel replacement. But yeah, I really like this a lot, and I highly recommend Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products. I do like the Brow Wiz. The only reason why I wouldn't recommend Anastasia brow products and just Anastasia in general is just because it's more expensive. But if you ignore the fact that it's expensive, I really recommend this. And the next product I went in with is ColourPop Tassel, and I put this on the inner corner of my eye. I absolutely love ColourPop Tassel. It made my 2017 beauty favorites. It's really great to put on the inner corner of the eye. I apply it with my middle finger, but I also apply it with lip brushes. So the lip brush I use today is from the Gemini Beauty brush set. Again, I will have a video link down below where I go over that brush set with you guys, and I just place that on the inner corner, and I even like touch it up with my finger just to make sure it's perfectly blended in, because this tassel does have glitter in it, so I kind of want to make sure everything is flat and like looking good. But this brush is pretty good. It's fine. Gemini Beauty brush set, there isn't any like standout brushes that I can think of in the collection. Like, they're good. Some brushes I like more than others, but I think their selling point is the handles. The brushes are smaller than I wanted them to be, but the handles are so cool and so fine. I love the whole mermaid trend, so I really like that. Again, I really like ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. This is a dupe, my version of a dupe for MAC Nylon, not an exact dupe, but it gives me the same effect as of, you know, putting that stark white on the inner corner of the eye, so this kind of fulfills that need. The next product I went in with is the e.l.f. Volume Plumping Mascara. So this is the mascara that I put on my upper and lower lashes. I think that this mascara is fine. If you're going to be wearing false lashes, this is a great mascara to go in with because it does what it needs to do. It's just not thickening enough. So it does the volumizing. It does a pretty good job at separating and an okay job at lengthening. But you're not going to get the thickness and like the volume in the sense that it comes out and curls up, but you're not going to get the volume, like the thickness, like false lashes type of volume. So if you're going to go in with false lashes, though, this is great. This is a great first step. Whenever I do false lashes, I always use a mascara first, just because, and I only do one layer. And I only do one layer of mascara just because I don't need to do two if I'm putting false lashes on, but I do one because I want my natural lashes to blend in with my lashes. So I want to make sure that they're black, like the black lashes that I'm about to put on, because I don't want my natural lashes kind of peeking through. So that is what I do when it comes to lashes, but this is okay. I may repurchase it just from an affordability standpoint, but not necessarily from this is the most amazing mascara in the world. It just works. Great if you're going to wear lashes, but if you're not going to wear lashes, just kind of depends on your preferences as far as how thick you like your lashes. And then after that, I went in with the Pixie by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist again and just sprayed that all over my face. And next I went in with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in Embellish, and I believe this is still a part of the permanent line, just with like the silver top. This one is in the limited edition packaging, which is super nice. But I love this lipstick. I'm not wearing it right now because right now I'm showing you guys my night look, but I'll insert a clip of my day look just so you guys can see what this looks like on the lips. But this was part of my day look, and I absolutely love a chocolate brown lip. It's so freaking nice, and really I love the contrast between this brown lipstick and my Kathleen Lights eyeshadow. I think it's a nice contrast. Honestly, I definitely have, especially with my day look, it's very fall vibes, and I know we're in the winter, but I don't care. I just kind of pair that whole look together, and I really, really like it. I think this lipstick ends up changing this to more of a summery type of look. I don't know, but this is one of my favorite lipsticks from ColourPop. It did not make my 2017 beauty favorites because it's not something that I wore a lot in 2017. If I wanted a brown lip, this is the one that I wore, but I kind of picked the ones that I wore a lot day to day, and yeah, I don't think I picked any fun colors. I think they were all like neutral colors. But I don't wear browns a whole lot, but whenever I do have a look that I wear a brown lip, this is the one that I go to, and I really like this one a lot. And I love ColourPop lipsticks in general. I like their Ultra Mattes. I love their Ultra Satin's. I prefer their Ultra Mattes just because they don't transfer. I hate transfer. And I know the lip gloss trend is kind of coming into 2018. Like that wet lip glosses seem to like they're going to have a comeback. But even if I wear lip gloss, I'm going to be wearing an Ultra Matte underneath. Alright, so then I transitioned into my nighttime routine. So I took off my lipstick, and then I went in with an outer corner shade. And for the outer corner, I went in with ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Roulette. This is a matte eyeshadow, but there is glitter in it. You can't really tell that there's glitter when it's on the eyes, but you can see, like, whenever you're spinning this around, that glitter appears. But I absolutely love having a black eyeshadow. I definitely wanted to get some key essentials from ColourPop's collection. So I have a white, I have a black, and this one I love putting on the outer corner. Again, Super Shock shadows are easy for on the go, but what's nice about this cream eyeshadow is that I noticed that there wasn't a lot of fallout. I really don't notice that when I'm putting on ColourPop eyeshadows. I'm not like, oh, there's not that much fallout, but this was nice in comparison to other black eyeshadows that there isn't that much fallout, because the more powdery ones there was more, and when you're doing a day to night makeup look, you already have all of your face makeup on. So typically I do my eyes then my face, but if I'm going from day to night, I've already done my face. So to have a black eyeshadow to use that doesn't have that much fallout is key for a day to night look. So I put it on my outer corner, and I did have like a tiny bit of fallout that I like brushed away with my Sigma FD5 Duo Fiber brush. I kind of just swept that away, but you want to minimize that as much as possible because it is a black eyeshadow and you don't want to mess up your face makeup. So this one worked a lot better than the previous black eyeshadow that I had used doing a look like this. But yeah, I definitely think Roulette's one that you're going to need to have in your collection because it's a black, it's a matte, and it's good for on the go, and I really recommend it. Oh, and to apply it, I went in with the Sigma Blending E25 brush. This is my holy grail brush, one of my holy grail brushes. It made my 2017 beauty favorites, and it looks really great on the outer corner. So I just use this to place the eyeshadow on the outer corner, and then I also use it to blend in the eyeshadow. So yeah, this was a really good job of blending out the outer corner. I use it to place my shadow on the outer corner and also to blend it out. I need to get more backups of these. Like, I only have one and I need to get at least 2 more backups, maybe more. And then I did go back and use up some of the products that I have already previously talked about just to kind of touch up the rest of my makeup. Anything that kind of like, you know, re-added some highlighter, touched up the lid and the crease as well. So that is all laid out in my day to night look, which I will link down below. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I was helping my dad carry stuff up and down the stairs because he broke his foot. So I'm like out of breath, but I really shouldn't be. I'm really in much better shape than that. And the next products I went in with are the Ardell Glamour Lashes. This is from the multi-pack. These all are on their last leg, but I'm trying to make them last. And then I have the Duo Fiber, or Duo Lash Adhesive in Dark Tone, which is what I use to put on the lashes. Best glue that I've used thus far. It works really well. I like the dark tone because then it turns dark, so that way you don't have to go back in with eyeliner on top of the lashes again if you don't want to. If you use a clear or if you use a white, you're definitely going to have to do that, but this blends in well with your liquid eyeliner. And I really like the look of the Glamour Lashes. I just think that whenever I wear the lashes, I just look cute. Like, they're just cute lashes, even though they're like a little bit, they're not as natural of lashes, but hey, I'm not trying to look natural when I'm adding on these lashes. So if I'm gonna put on these lashes, they're gonna look bomb. And I think the more glam they are, the more bomb they look. So I really like those a lot. I did have to do that part off camera though, because I have not mastered putting on lashes yet, and I have to get really close up against my bathroom mirror, and it's just like not gonna happen on camera. So, but I have gotten better with them. I'm definitely doing them quicker with less problems, so that's good. Oh, and whenever I did take off my liquid lipstick, I used the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths, which these are amazing. I mentioned them in my 2000 beauty favorites. I feel like I mentioned them in every single favorites video. This is one of the products I pretty much talk about in every single video. I feel like anytime I'm talking about makeup products, this always ends up being talked about. And then the last product I went in with is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in Succulent, which is what I'm wearing right now. One of my all-time favorite liquid lipsticks from ColourPop. It's an ultra matte. It is a reddish orange, which I am obsessed with. I don't know if it's available anymore, but if they have another orangey red liquid lipstick that is an ultra matte, I definitely will be getting on my hands on that once I ran out of this one, because I am a sucker for orangey red, reddish orange lipsticks. I think that they're amazing. Again, I love ColourPop. Again, I love ColourPop ultra mattes. These do not transfer. They can be a little bit drying, especially the older the formula, the more drying they are. But this one right now doesn't feel bad on me at all. My lips were chapped, but it's not really irritating me right now. Like, it feels fine. So I'm really liking this. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed and found it helpful. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Click that little bell so you're notified when my videos have been posted. Like this video if you did like it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! I'm literally looking on Snapchat and I'm hitting each snap with my toe because I'm bored. Going through Desi snaps.